Chapter Third Part C, Fundamental Insurance Brief. We go to two additional perils insured under fire policy. Lightning, damage to property. For example, building roofs or chimneys caused by lightning required to be recovered. So damage to property. For example, building roofs or chimney caused by lightning required to be. So basically roof and chimney. Next is the explosion of natural coal or manufactured gas. Only damage caused by these types of explosions are required to be covered. So I had covered. This exclude explosions of boilers. So I had exclude explosion of boilers or other object due to excessive internal pressure. So this mostly comes in the exam. So what does it cover? Lightning, what does it cover? Chimney, roof, right? But does it cover through the boiler or excessive pressure, internal pressure? No. They only cover the natural gas, coal or manufactured gas, right? So there's another mark. Then standard exclusion legislation. Exclusion means which are excluded, right? Legislated means they have made law, right? Perils not covered. Peril means, what do you mean peril? Cause of loss. Are not covered. No payment for loss or damage resulting from number one, application of heat. When you press, paint burn down, paint is not covered. When the house burns down, that's covered. So lightning damages to electrical devices, appliances, electrical devices not covered, right? Electrical currents other than lightning or power surges. So electric currents not covered, right? Lightning covered or power surges covered, right? But not electrical currents. Contamination by radioactive material not covered. You know radioactive happen in Japan, right? Earthquake happen. Riots, insurrection, civil commotion, rebellion, revolution. Just highlight each of them. Riot, insurrection, civil commotion, rebellion, revolution, invasion, civil war, war hostilities, act of foreign enemy, military power, meaning deliberate. Deliberate means knowingly, intentionally. Acts of violence resulting in substantial damage, including fire, are not covered under a context of insurance. Basically, anything you see nowadays in the Arab countries, right? In Libya, all those things, you know. So that basically in hostilities, what happens is going to be damages, right? No insurance company can cover. Next, statutory conditions, mean legal condition, right? Establish the rights and responsibilities of both parties to an insurance contract, are written into all policies and are binding on all parties. So highlight binding, highlight rights and responsibility. No alteration, omission or addition is a highlight. No alteration means change. Omission means when you just omit, you don't write it, right? Or you add is a permitted. So number one, these are the rights and responsibilities, right? Both parties are responsible, basically, insurance company and the insured. Misrepresentation. Three types of misreps. Number one, false description, highlight false description of the property to the prejudice, highlight prejudice of the insurer. Prejudice means not fair. If you live here and give the address of different place, it's not fair with it, right? Mean the information given to the insurance incorrectly. Highlight info incorrectly. Describe the property making it appear better than it actually is. So appear better than, right? I'm showing you this one, but my other house is just run down, right? Misrepresentation of a material fact. Highlight a material fact. First was fast description. This is a material fact. Means vital information. Highlight vital. Vital means important information. About loss history. Highlight loss history. Previous insurance record. And information about the applicant has not been made available to the insurer. Insurers is at disadvantage. Highlight at disadvantage. Highlight insurer when deciding to provide coverage. For example, if I don't tell my history before that I had 2-3 files before, right? So basically, the insurance company give you the coverage, right? Next, fraudulent omission of a material. Omission means you don't tell them. Omission of material fact means the applicant deliberately, highlight deliberately means knowingly, withheld mean concealed, CONCEL, or hide. Vital mean important. So knowingly he hide the important information in order to secure coverage or to obtain it at lower premium. So then they don't cover you, right? So number one is it misrep, false description, material fact, and a fraudulent omission. Next, property of others. Establishes rights under a contract of insurance only when parties with an insurable interest, highlighted insurable interest, are named on the policy. If not party to the agreement, there is no entitlement. So highlighted no entitlement, no party to the agreement. For example, it covers only the person who is on the contract. It won't cover anybody who is not on the contract. Next, change of interest. If your interest changes, sets out rules regarding claim payment when the named insurer no longer has an no longer insurable interest in the property insured. When insured has voluntarily relinquished, highlight voluntarily relinquished means given up, title. Insurance is not required to make claim payment to new owner. For example, I have sold my property given to somebody. They are not going to give him the coverage automatically. He has to apply for it. Exceptions. Authorized assignments of assets. Had authorized assignments under the bankruptcy. Under bankruptcy. Change of title by succession or by order of law or death. This one you can highlight and put a question mark. Star. This mostly comes, right? So exception means if a person goes bankrupt, in that case can be done. Court appoints it, right? Change of title basically means father dies, now the kids get it, right? Or wife gets it, right? So that's a succession. By order of law, if the court says, right? Or death, a person dies, now goes to the other member, right? So this is a change of interest. Then material change. Material change, highlight, establishes the responsibility of insured when risk is no longer as, highlight, risk is no longer as described in policy. When conditions have been introduced that increase the risk, highlight, increase the risk of loss, required insured to notify, highlight, required to notify in writing. Insurer may continue to insure at increased premium, highlight increased premium, or terminate coverage, mean cancel coverage. Loss resulting directly from unreported change, highlight unreported change, not entitled to claim. For example, I get the home insurance, start making samosas in the basement, house burns down, they won't cover it. Because I did not report them, I do commercial now. You understand, right? So you need to notify to them. So